EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. One of these teams will be right back here in 2 weeks for Super Bowl 58 as we are underway from New Orleans. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 23-yard line.
I got one. Mike 22. Easy. Mike 22, Mike 22. Ain't no thing is a loss. We taking wins home.
Now Kaepernick. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Taylor now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big pickup there on the run. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Watch the run. Mike 80. Hey, 91. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that. Kill. Undercrush.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Hollywood, Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Saints have struck first in this NFC title game. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now it's Murphy. And he won't quite make it to the 25. brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 30 on second down, Burrow flushed out right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? And
Lord
he is
have mercy.
into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now it's Murphy. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Oh, and this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. Here's Burrow. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of 18 on the play.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Sunday. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, who we got? Mike 20.
Here's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. He's going up top for Taylor. And this one is incomplete.
While the ultimate result was an incomplete pass, they sure look like a well-coached team because once he got outside of the pocket, the scramble rules come into effect. And a lot of the guys who ran deep routes, they come back closer to the line of scrimmage. And the running back usually runs a check down. He took it deep, and they gave it a big shot and came up unsuccessful.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Kaepernick again. Steps away to his left. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw is Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
22. Hey, Monday. Bro. 22's coming. Mike. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
91.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports Halftime Report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 4th and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Now Burrow on first down. It's reeled in by Baldwin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points. And following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This time they stay on the ground. Taylor's got the first down and more. And all the way up to the 46. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Just like that. Switch.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. A final shot before half for Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Now it's Murphy. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Burrow on play action. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 52 yards. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They run once more with Taylor. Taylor's got the first down and more. There he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the night. And the Saints add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now it's Murphy. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
12. Army. Watch safety.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Slam, slam. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Long day. That's going to be a long day. Mike's 22, Mike's 22. Hey, man, 80. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist, twist. Twist. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike, Mike. Man, 80.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. It's caught inside the 25.
That's what it is, baby. That's what it is.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Paris Campbell, 72 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now it's Murphy. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Trey Flowers picks it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Taylor. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
They can't hang with us. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you. 91. Mike 22, Mike 22. I got him. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Let's go.
Kaepernick going to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Why? Monday. Mike 22, Mike 20. Hey, I'm coming after you.
They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, this offense, yeah, they keep wanting more, but they've kind of got to be careful here, CD. I mean, we're still in the 3rd quarter. This game isn't over yet.
I would agree with you there because while they've had all kinds of success and hit on some deep balls like this, the one thing they can't do is start to get loose with the football.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 28. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air is going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Second and 8.
Mike 22. Hey, watch the slant. Kill.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. Looking for Campbell downfield. He's got a man complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give for Taylor running right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown,